In this video, we're gonna take a look at the new gaming mice from Razer, being the Cobra Pro and the Cobra Not So Pro. Isn't this just a Viper Mini? Well, I'm gonna answer all of that for you in this video. And I'm not gonna bore you with back of the box or website specs. I'm gonna leave them right up on the screen here so you can look over them while I talk about some basics of the mice. As far as in your box, of course, with the wired version, well, you get your mouse, your wires attached, obviously. Over here with the Pro, it is the wireless version. You get your dongle, you get your little adapter, you get your detachable USB-C to A cable, and then, of course, your paperwork. Now, a couple quick things I want to point out about the mice and me actually using them. And first off is that weight. Let's go ahead and get the wired one on there, and the cable's just sitting there hanging. We are getting right at 56 grams on that guy. Very nice and lightweight, by the way. Putting the wireless one on here, we are getting 76.8 grams, and that is with the dongle out, but you can take that back off right there, slap it down, and you're gonna get 74.8. And that's kind of what I want to talk about is this back. Right here, you just got the basic plate cover, and then where you can put your dongle in there. Very nice little storage. But we all know with Razer, you can get this puck over here that can actually sit on that dock and do the charging, and then you also get the 4K polling with it. The mouse alone, this is what I really want to touch on. The mouse alone with this dongle, you're going to get 1000 polling rate. Again, you can get the puck and the dock, which will charge and magnetize right there. You get 4000 polling rate. And then you can also note that is the adapter. You can also get this little, the hyperspeed dongle over here and get 4000 polling rate with this as well. So again, as far as the mice out of the box, they're 1000 polling rate unless you get the wireless one with one of those other bundles, which of course the price is going to increase there. The wired one is only 1000 polling rate. But I stated this in multiple other videos. Can you tell the difference between 1000, 4000, and 8000? No, not really. It is mild. There's so many different things that are going to come into play. Again, your monitor, the lag of the game, the lag of your internet, the lobby you're in. There's so many other things that will cause that delay before your mouse right there, you know? So again, going 1000 to 4000, I just personally don't tell a difference. It's kind of like, as a tech nerd, I want the best of the best, but I think 1000 is just fine. And both of these mice at that 1000 polar rate was butter smooth. I also did test the Cobra Pro in 4000 polar rate, and again, butter smooth there, but no, I couldn't tell a difference from 1000 to 4000. Now, taking a look at the build of both of these mice right here, they are built incredibly solid. No flex anywhere on the top, on the side, on the bottoms, no nothing, no rattling. They are both incredibly solid. Now, talking about the cables here, not the best, right? Slap it in a bungee for sure. As you can see, I mean, it's not moving the mouse because it's got that fold in it right there, and it's just not the best. Now, coming over to the wireless one, this one's even stiffer, which you can use this wired, wireless, Bluetooth, 2.4, whatever, you know. But again, you're not going to want to use this bad boy wired, but of course, you're buying a wireless mouse, so who cares? Now, as far as switches, both of them are using the Razer Optical Gen 3s. Let me go and give you a quick listen. The wired ones actually sound a little bit louder. Listen to both of them right here. Really weird. Let's check these scroll wheels. Side buttons. So really interesting as far as that sound test there. The buttons, clear as day, sound different. Now, as far as feel and pressure, they feel the exact same. As far as them sticking out, really nice actually. They stick out a nice amount, unlike the previous Vipers, you know, where they're really in with the shell. But again, they sound different, even like this. You clear as day. This sounds like cheap and plasticky, when this over here feels like a complete product. But they do feel the exact same, they just sound different. Now, as you saw in the Cobra Pro, it is packing a few more features. You got your profile button down there, which it saves some profiles onto the mouse. You got Bluetooth, you got wireless. Again, we already talked about the dongle, but I want to show you the RGB here, which is gonna be the scroll wheel, the logo, and then underneath the mouse here. So I'm gonna turn it on, and you're gonna see this real cool intro type of effect. Really, really cool right there. It does it each time you turn it on. Now I'm going to turn it down over here to 2.4, and you'll see how it always stays lit up. Now you can get on there and customize this and everything. As you got the nice ring underneath, then you got the back. Ah, shoot, since I don't got the dongle up, it's going to pair off on me. Let me go on and put it back on. And I want to show you, this is super cool because when you got a dark room, it kind of just glows underneath the mouse. Like that you can see right here because I got some lights on, but really cool how it glows out underneath there. All right, so now that we got all that out of the way, let me talk about the key point here. And that is the Cobra just a Viper Mini? Let me go ahead and pull this out right here and just look at them. Before I even slap up any numbers, just look at them. Let me go on and pull them up a little bit more and you can kind of see right here. Yeah, there's a few different shapes and different designs, especially up here on the buttons, rolling right back here to the DPI. It's kind of reversed, right? Take a look at the bottom right down here. These are so incredibly similar. So similar. Now when you come over to the Pro, of course you got the rubber grips on the side right here and everything kind of feels like the original Viper, even in the hand. That's what it feels like. But looking at them like this, they are so incredibly similar. Let me go and slap up some numbers on the screen here so you can see. Now they are minute differences. I'm talking such minor differences that it might just be the tip of the mouse right there, or maybe the rubbers, the difference on the mouse as far as them sticking out a little bit more. Because when you put your hand on the Viper Mini, come over here to the Cobra, they feel a spitting image the exact same. Of course, when you come over here to the Cobra Pro, it feels a little different because you got the rubber grips and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But they feel so incredibly similar. And that's why I asked that question of, is the Cobra just the Viper Mini? Is the Cobra Pro the Viper Mini Ultimate that everybody's been asking for? I actually asked that question on my briefing with Razer. I said, is this you guys just trying to go a different route with the Viper Mini, you know? And what Razer told me is, no, because the Cobra is more or less someone that's looking for that feature-packed type of product. You got Bluetooth, you got the RGB, you got this, that, you got the solid build, right? Now you can come over here, you got the Viper V2 Pro, right? Which is a performance mouse, right? You got that lightweight, you got the top tier specs, which you got great specs in these as well. But this is more or less that FPS high performance. You don't need any of the fluff, right? You don't need the RGB. You know, you got that core product right to the point. So that's kind of what Razer's stating right there. Now I can flip that around and I want to go about my way. And I want to talk about my main mouse being the Razer Viper, or the Death Adder V2 Pro here. V2 or V3? I get so mixed up with the Razer Vs. V3 Pro, right? So you all are very familiar. I love this mouse, right? I've used multiple wireless ones, but I don't use the wireless anymore because of that side flex. It annoys the heck out of me. Razer, please fix this. But I've tested multiple copies and I still get it. So my main is the wired one. I've been using this since the day I reviewed it, and I absolutely love this mouse. So what does the Razer Death Adder have to do with the Cobra or the Viper even? Well, I want to kind of reiterate what I've stated in so many videos. So many companies have tried to incorporate lightweight and performance, FPS, tinier mice, or just lightweight mice, and they've made bad products, flexy pieces of junk, you know what I mean? The V3 Pro, the wireless one right here. Again, it disappoints me. It makes me sad that I used the wired one. I love wireless, right? But that flex is so annoying that I used the wired one because it's that much better of a product. And I don't know if that's what Razer's doing here, but again, you got talking about the Cobra, you got such a solid, well-built product. Would you rather this with no RGB, no Bluetooth, lesser battery, and a little more lightweight? Would that sacrifice the build? I don't know, because again, the Viper over here is solid. There's nothing wrong with this, but you see on the Death Adder, we do have some issues with that. So again, can you be like, yeah, I want that better feature-packed, well-built product? Well, you got it. 70 whatever grams this was, that's not deal-breaking by any means, you know what I mean? And I sit here and say, I will take a Death Adder V3 Pro built like this, with rubber grips, with some cool RGB underneath it. I would take that over this. Even if this was solid, I would take that because I got more of a versatile product where I can use in multiple areas. I'm not a competitive FPS player. If I am, then I'll pull out that mouse. But for the majority of the time, I want a solid built product that's packing some tech within it. And that's what I feel like you got right here. And I feel like that's what Razer's doing. The thing that messes with my head is the shape is so darn similar. I think you're gonna really confuse consumers if you would have just put this as like the Razer Viper Mini Plus or something, I don't know, then I think we all could have been on the same page. But calling a mouse that is pretty much a spitting image of shape as the Viper Mini with a different name, I think you're just messing with consumers' heads right now. There's one thing in this video you didn't hear me talk about much. My time using it, right? I talked about my 4K, my 1K, and again, how it, no lag, no nothing like that. We talked about that, but I didn't really talk about it in my hand using it. And why is that? Well, I'm sure you can sum it up. Because like I stated, it's a Razer Viper Mini shape. We've all talked about it multiple times. We all know the shape. We all know what it is, what it does, who it's for. You know it as well. This product isn't something I can sit here and say, yo, you need to get it. This is awesome. This is so cool. Go catch this. You know what I mean? If you love the Viper Mini and you're fine with that extra weight on a smaller mouse, okay, that's a win for you, right? Me, bigger weight, I say more weight, right? It's still not heavy. Don't think I'm saying that. But again, more weight on a smaller mouse, I feel it more rather than more weight on a bigger mouse where it sits in my hand. I've talked about this in multiple videos. So again, for me, I don't really like that direction of a heavier, smaller mouse. If you really like it, maybe just get the wired one, but heck, you can probably just go get the Viper Mini for probably like, I don't know, 20 bucks if not less. This is just a very weird release here and I don't even know where to go with it. I guess I'll just leave that up to you guys. What do you think about the Cobra Pro? I'm lost. So anyways, thank you so much for coming by for this incredibly confusing video. Please let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Am I going about this wrong, right? Like, I don't want you to think every mouse needs to be lightweight and competitive. You know that's not Techne style here, right? I love feature-packed specs. It's kind of like, why are we giving us a new product line when we have it so similar to that, you know? I don't know. I'm just so lost right here. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I hope I was able to help you out one way or another. I really don't know. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.